All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. This is GMS Dallas. This is Yatazak, and I got the brother
Mike Olive
here with me on the speakerphone. Due to bad weather, we wasn't able to get together and do it. So, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and this technology, we're gonna try to edify you brothers through the spirit on order. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna hop straight into it. And I'm gonna start with 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. You got that, Mike Olive?
Yeah, brother. This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Now that seems like a pretty normal statement, you know what I'm saying? Let all things be done decently in order, but you know at Great Millstone we look the words up to get a better understanding. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look up the word all, I'm gonna look up the word decently, and I'm gonna look up the word order just to get a better understanding of what the scripture is actually speaking on. Now it says all things. Let's go ahead and pull up this word and see what it is in the Greek.
Strong's G 3956. Pas. Pas.
Okay, this is the word for all things. All is individually, each, every, any, all, the whole, everyone, all things, everything, collectively, some of all types. So that's a broad topic, you know what I'm saying? It says all things, let all things be done decently and in order. All things, I don't care what it is, man. If you standing in line trying to get something to eat, you need to be in order. You can't just cut the line and, you know what I'm saying, something as small as that. But what we want to focus on is getting yourself in order, being in order as a grown man of the hopeful elect. Now, we got the word all. Now, let's get the word decently. See what that says in the Greek.
Strong's G 2156. Yuschemanos. Yuschemanos.
Okay, now when you go into the definition of this word, it says in a seemly manner, decently. But then when you go to the root, you know, when you go to the root, it always gives you a little bit more. So when you go to the root, it says an elegant figure, shapely, graceful, comely, being beautiful, bearing oneself, becoming in speech or behavior, of good standing, honorable, influential, wealthy, respectable. You know what I'm saying? That's what decently means. Honorable, influential. I would say honorable. Why? Because you in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai doing things decently and in order. You being honorable. You being influential to the elect if you teaching the right way. To the wealthy in richness, wealthy in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And respectable. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful. You got so many dudes. You got so many dudes out here being disrespectful, and it just ain't no. It ain't no. Well, it is a reason for it, but you know what I'm saying. When you see how disrespectful and dishonorable and how these dudes are, you obviously can see that they don't have that understanding. You got anything to say about that part, Mike?
Laying back and off what you said earlier, everything. But that starts with your thoughts too, man. You know, we got to be circumspect. And what we're thinking, man, we have to understand that our ways and our thoughts ain't the say on be all, man. We have to let Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai work. So, and you know, dealing with order, you might think that you're right in a scenario, but you know, you have to wait for the Lord to reveal things, man, and stay in order, man.
That's right.
Listen to the person that's above you, man. You know.
Yep, I want to say especially you especially gotta be in order with the Lord building this army up in order. We're gonna look up the word order in this scripture. You know, I'll say the word order in this scripture.
Strong's G 5010. Toxis. Toxis.
Okay, and then when you go into the definition, it says an arrangement, order,
Man.
a fixed succession, observing a fixed time.
That's right. A fixed order, man. The Most High has everything set up the way He wants it, not how you think it's supposed to be. You know.
God.
So, you know, with that being said, man, you have to operate, you know, within that reality, man. You don't know the future. You don't know what's going to happen to the next, man. You don't know what's going to happen to yourself, man. But you do have the present. And the present, in the present time, is telling us to be in order, man.
That's right. I want to say, and then it's more. It says due or right order, orderly condition, the post, rank, or position which holds in civic or other affairs. Rank.
That's right, man. That's right. That's right, man. And that's what rank truly is for, man. Rank is to make, your situation better, and more importantly, your brother's situation better, man. Top and below you, man. That's the true meaning of rank, man. You have to do the best that you're supposed to be doing within your given task, man. You can't worry about somebody that's above you, what he's supposed to be doing, or even somebody, in a lot of cases, somebody that's below you. You have to worry about what you're supposed to be doing within your task, man.
It says, since this position generally depends on one's talents, experience, resources, character, fashion, quality, and style. You know what I'm saying? Being in order. That's what you have to be. I would say in anything. I would say it ain't, even if you take the truth out of the equation, you still have to be in order, just because that's how men are supposed to be. In order. You know what I'm saying? Get 1 Corinthians 15 and 23 real quick. I'm gonna look up order in that word too while you get it.
Okay, brother. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 23. But every man in his own order, Mashiach the first fruits. Afterwards, they that are the Mashiach at his coming.
Yep.
Then come. You want me to stop right there?
No. Go ahead and finish that.
God, brother. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God, and he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna have to get this. He gonna have to get this place in order. Yahushua gonna get this place in order, using the will of his Father and the men that was given him. You know what I'm saying? And those men are gonna be in order. Now I'm about to look that word up in that verse. Look the word up in that verse.
Strong's G 5001. Tagma.
All right. Now the definition for this word, it says that which has been arranged, things placed in order, a body of soldiers, a corps, band, troop, a class. You know what I'm saying? And basically this definition is going into multiple men being ranked in a certain order through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's what order is all about. You know what I'm saying? And when you get out of order, you end up with Deuteronomy 28. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about being in order, the first person that you need to have in order is yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to get yourself in order, and you do that by examining yourself and seeing if you about this life, and being able to understand certain things, whether it make you feel good or make you feel bad, even though it's all the truth. You have to encompass the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. My God, you can break it down.
Okay, brother.
All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves.
It says prove your own self, man. You have to run this race for yourself, not for anybody else, man. You know what I'm saying? This fight starts with you. Not what another person is doing, what another man is doing, or anything like that. The first fight that you have to win, or you have to continue in, is fighting yourself, man. You're doing this, man. A lot of times, we as brothers, we get caught up in, pointing out another man's fault. And the reason why we do that is easier for us to examine him and take a good look at ourselves in the mirror, man. It's easier to diagnose what another man's supposed to be doing.
That's right.
Because it makes you feel better about your situation, man.
That's right.
But the true fighting and showing true humility and showing and being a true warrior is having that ability to critique yourself, and not only critique yourself, but become better.
God, it says, know ye not your own selves, how that Hamashiach Yahushua is in you, except ye be reprobates?
That's right. He said, don't you know your own self? And that's, he answered in a form of a rhetorical question, man. You know what you're supposed to be working on, man. You know what you're supposed to be doing in the truth, man.
That's right.
You bring on yourself, man. The thing about this flesh is it's a want. It always wants to feed itself, man, and to self-sustain, man. So anything that attacks being comfortable, you know, it naturally is gonna want to fight back. You know, I said all that to say this, case in point, a brother might point out one of your faults. Now you might receive that abuse, but inwardly you're fighting that flesh, because your flesh wants to tell you to buck up, man.
That's right. No, this is 2 Corinthians 13:6. It says, "But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates." You know what I'm saying? Right. And Paul was saying that for the simple fact that he was saying, "Follow me like I follow Yahweh Shai." Get in order, man. You know what I'm saying? I was given a task to bring the word out to y'all. So you got to trust that I'm not a reprobate. That's why I got to make sure that you ain't a reprobate, because I got to make sure that I ain't a reprobate. And Paul made that point. Paul said, "Look, you need." He said, "But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates." So if you trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that I'm not a reprobate, get in order and follow me, because that's who I'm following. You know what I'm saying? And get Hebrews 13:7. And then after you read that, we're gonna jump down to 17 in that same chapter.
This is Hebrews 13:7. Remember them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you in the word of God, whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, Yahweh Mashiach is saying yesterday and today and forever.
Okay, hold on, stop right there. It says, remember those that have the rule over you, man, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High. Meaning, it's gonna be a man that's gonna be over you. You know what I'm saying? It say, remember them that have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High, meaning your teachers. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember that. It says, whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation. That was said that conversation, that those men that will put the rule over you, they was put over you to watch over your souls, to keep you from basically endangering yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord always set up somebody to teach somebody. You remember how when Elijah and Elijah knew that he was about to leave, so he told Elisha, he was like, "Look, man, I'm about to be out of there. So if you need anything from me, you need to pray to the Most High that you get." And he asked for a double portion of his spirit, right? Elijah was the ruler over Elisha. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna sit up here and try to act like we don't need correction and we don't need order? You know what I'm saying? And it says, go down to verse 17.
This is verse 17. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves.
And submit yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look up that word submit real quick in that chapter. In that verse.
God, want me to go ahead and keep reading, not yet?
No, hold on. Let me see. It say submit yourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the word right now.
Okay, God.
All right, let's see.
Strong's G 5226. Hupaiko.
Okay, hupaiko. It says to resist no longer, but to give way, to yield of combatants. Metaphor, to yield to authority and admonition, to submit, to give, to be able to recognize when you're being cursed out, what you're being cursed out for. You know what I'm saying? My God, get Job 6:24 real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm talking about this, say to resist no longer, but to give way, to yield to authority or admonition, man. That's what I'm saying. When the apostles or the elders or your camp head or even the lowest brother in the camp, if he's speaking the truth, you got to recognize that, man. You know what I'm saying? The authority, I would say, the authority ain't in the person. The authority is in the truth. You know what I'm saying? If the Most High put the spirit on an 8-year-old boy to tell you today is a Sabbath, we're gonna have to chill. If he's right, he's right. So you got to submit yourself to that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be better for you to not break the Sabbath than to just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's somebody younger than you or somebody that you don't feel is, you know what I'm saying, up to the standards of what you got going. No, man. That resistance is what's going to get you killed, man. Get in order. Go ahead.
This is Job 6:24. Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred.
And that's what I'm saying. It say teach me, and I will hold my tongue. Meaning resist no longer, submit. You know what I'm saying? To yield to authority or admonition. That's what I'm saying. When somebody tell you that you going off according to what the scriptures say, you gotta submit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Cause ain't nobody gonna come with the scriptures. Ain't nobody gonna come with the scriptures to a true man of the Lord just to blow smoke up your ass or bullshit you.
Yo, just going back to that Job 6 and 24, it says, "Teach me and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred." It just gave you a key to understanding, understanding rebuke. The first thing you have to do is just shut up and listen, man.
Yep.
Just be a whole bunch of butts and wait, and but I understand what you're saying. No, man, just be quiet and listen, man. Especially if it's somebody that's higher ranking than you, man. Nobody has to tell you to calm down, man. You already being to calm down, man. And listen to what the man of the Lord is telling you, bro.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna get Romans 15 and 4, and then you can break that one down.
Okay, go ahead.
Because after that, after we go into Romans 15 and 4, we're gonna get into some history and show our forefathers being in order and ranking system being set up for the benefit of our people. Because at the end of the day, that's what the order is for. The order is for the Israelites to be in a lot, you know what I'm saying, in righteousness. That's what order is all about. That's what order was set up for. Like in the scriptures, when in the Lord's Prayer, when it said, "Let thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." In heaven, it's in order. On earth, it's not. So we need to get those two things on one accord through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, as prophecy has said. Go ahead, brother.
This is Romans 15 and 4. "But whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope."
That's what I'm saying. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. All these stories and all these accounts of our people in certain situations were put here so that we might have patience and comfort through the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That we might have hope. But that's what I'm saying. When you read these accounts, if you spiritual about the situation, it's actually a booster. It lets you know what to do in certain situations. It lets you know how to handle yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you looking at true men of the Lord that were moved by the Spirit to be the example for us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get let me see, get Exodus 7, and we're gonna read verses 1 and 2.
This is Exodus 7, verse 1. "And Yahweh said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet."
That's setting up order right there. You know what I'm saying? He told Moses, "Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a task, and then I'm gonna take your brother with you. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all gonna fulfill my will." Go ahead.
And thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh that he send the children of Israel out of his land.
Now you see how the Most High is actually putting the plan in motion. He said, "Moses, I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna take your brother. You gonna do this. He gonna do that." You know what I'm saying? He's giving the instructions. You know what I'm saying? Now jump to Exodus 18, and then we're gonna go from 13 down to the end of the chapter.
This is Exodus 18 and 13. "And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening."
Now keep in mind. Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from morning to evening, meaning all day. You got people coming up to Moses. "Well, this dude did this, and what about this? And I'm hungry, and I'm thirsty, and what about this, and what about that?" And you know what I'm saying? And then you got these people in the wilderness that's fighting amongst each other. They arguing and bitching and doing the things that niggas do. You know what I'm saying? So Moses is like, "Okay, y'all bring out y'all problems to me." You know what I'm saying? It took all day. It say from morning to evening, he was judging the people. Go ahead.
"And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, What is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening.
He said, man, why you? He said, man, what you doing, man? You telling me you gonna line up these people and judge them all day long, man? Just you? That's insane, man. That's insane, man. You gonna kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Jethro pretty much told Moses. He said, man, you gonna fuck around and have a stroke. Go ahead.
And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people came unto me to inquire of God.
Hold on right there. You know what I'm saying? It's a, and Moses told him, he was like, look, man, the Most High charged me with watching out for these people. You know what I'm saying? The questions that they got to go through me to get to him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing it like that. Go ahead.
When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I have judged between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. He say, when they have a matter, they come to me. I have to judge these people. I have to figure out what's going on with these, because the Lord gave a lot of me to give to them, so I'm the only source that they got. So I gotta deal with them like this. And then Jethro was like, bro, no, man, no, putting all that burden on yourself. He basically, he might as well have said, you know what, you got the Most High on your team and you still gonna do it by yourself? You tripping. Go to verse 18.
That will surely wear away, but both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
He say, man, you gonna mess around and kill yourself trying to judge all these people, man. You see all these people out here? You got the whole nation of Israel out here complaining, and you just gonna do it on your own? No, man. No, but see, that's what I'm saying. Jethro, through the Spirit, he was about to tell Moses the best way to handle this situation just from his observation. He's like, I'm looking at your face. It's all over you, Moses. So here's what we gonna do. This is just my humble opinion, Moses. But check me out. Go ahead.
Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God.
Okay, hold on right there. Now notice. Now you notice. Moses' wife was Egyptian, right? You know what I'm saying? So if Moses' wife was Egyptian, that means that Jethro might have been Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? And he straight up told Moses, he like, look, he say, hearken unto my voice right now, and I'm gonna give you counsel. And the Most High gonna be with you. How did he know that the Most High was gonna be with Moses? You know what I'm saying? But he said, be thou, he said, be thou for the people Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He's like, wait a minute, it's a certain way you got to do this. He's like, yeah, I know the Most High on your team, and I know that he charged you with this task, but check me out. Go ahead.
And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shall show them the way wherein thou may walk. Thou must walk in the work that they must do.
Go ahead.
Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands, and rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens.
Stop right there. Now, basically, he told Moses, he was like, look, with all this knowledge that the Most High gave you, spread it out. Go get some men that you trust. Some men that you know that they men of truth. Some men that you know that hate covetousness. Some men that you know that's going to be down with what you're talking about. Spread that knowledge to them. Give them the laws, statutes, and commandments, and then let them judge the people. Go ahead.
Let them judge the people at all seasons, and it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee. Every great
matter they shall bring unto thee. And that's the same order that's going on here today. You know what I'm saying? With the apostles of Great Millstone on down, it's certain things. Matter of fact, I'm just going to work with our camp. I'm not even going to bring the apostles and the elders, and I'm going with GMS Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Yahshua, the head of the camp. Then you got Ariella, that's second in command. Then you got Zachariah, and then you got myself. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about it is certain things. It's certain things that can happen with the brothers that's supposedly under me then I'm not finna let Yahshua hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the men that's above me trust me enough to be able to give me that reign to be like, hey brother, do this or don't do that, or you know what I'm saying? And I'm learning. It's a learning process. I by no means have it down pat. You know what I'm saying? But the men that the Most High put above me trust me with that task. And this is the same thing what Jethro was showing Moses. Go ahead.
God. So shall it be easy for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee.
That's what I'm saying. You need. I was saying when you set up that order, the 144,000 are gonna be in order. You know what I'm saying? And that's the order that to bring forth to usher in the kingdom of heaven, man. It starts with getting in order, man. Go ahead.
If thou shalt do this thing, and God command thee so, then thou shalt be able to endure, and all these people shall also go to their place in peace.
That's what I'm saying, man. If you spread out that burden, if you trust in the Most High and you spread out that burden, you'll be able to get these people to the promised land. Because at the end of the day, that's what the whole thing was about, was to deliver the nation of Israel. But he couldn't do it on his own, you know. And this is I can't think of where the chapter is where Moses actually told he actually prayed to the Most High. He was like, Most High, just kill me. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Moses was worn so thin. He was like, Lord, I thought I was on your team. I thought I was your friend, man. If you want me to deal with all these people, you just kill me. I can't do it. You know? Go ahead.
So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he had said. And Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens. And they judged the people at all seasons. The hard causes they brought unto Moses, for every small matter they judged themselves. And Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way into his own land.
That's what I'm saying. And after Jethro dropped that jewel through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he went on about his way, and that made Moses, that recharged Moses, that refueled Moses, because he had order. You know what I'm saying? And when it wasn't no order, Moses was ready to die. He was ready to give it up. But then once that order was established, it made it easier. So I would say that wasn't the end of Moses' journey. This is just Exodus chapter 18. We got to get all the way through the rest of the books of Moses. You know what I'm saying? That was early in the game, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go ahead.
Salaki, brother. Salaki, if I can say this, and that verse 18, notice that the father-in-law had said, man, you gonna kill yourself and these people gonna be destroyed too, because they're lack of order, man. That's the whole purpose of us having this order, man. You know, you got people out there that want to do their own thing, or just like this order, because, you know, they feeling, you know, I don't know, some type of way about it. But you know what? The order is not here to make you feel bad or make you feel uncomfortable, man. Although that is necessary, but ultimately it's for us, man. It's for the growth and for the body, man.
God, that's right, brother. Let's get First Maccabees 3.
Okay.
And then read. We're gonna start at 55.
This is First Maccabees 3 and 55. And after this, Judas ordained captains over the people, even captains over thousands and over hundreds and over fifties and over tens. But for such as were building houses or had betrothed wives, or were planting vineyards, or were fruitful, those he commanded that they should return, and every man to his own house according to the law.
Okay, hold on right there. You know what I'm saying? They say, and after this, Judas ordained captains over 50s and hundreds and thousands. Sound familiar? You know what I'm saying? It say, but as for such as were building the houses, or had wives, or were planting vineyards, or were fearful, those he commanded to just go to the crib. You know what I'm saying? They was in order. They just went to the crib. They followed the order. You know what I'm saying? You think Judas couldn't see that? You think he couldn't read them spirits and see? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna make the captains over the thousands, the captains over the hundreds, the captains over the 50s, the captains over the 10s. All the rest of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go to the crib. Go ahead.
Alright. And Judas said, arm yourself and be a valiant man, and see that ye be in readiness against the morning, that ye may fight with these nations that are assembled together against us to destroy us and our sanctuary. But it is better for us to die in battle than to behold the calamities of our people and our sanctuaries. Nevertheless, as the will of God is in heaven, so let us do. Society, so let him do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So basically he got everybody in order. You know what I'm saying? The men that was prepared to fight and prepared to live or die, you know what I'm saying? They was going to go fight the war. The ones that went home, they was in order, because at the end of the day, somebody going to have to protect the home. You know what I'm saying? So the men, I would say, just because the men that were fearful, or the men that had to leave, or that had wives and all these different things, that don't mean that they was just mark ass niggas. They was just a part of the order. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to stay back at the crib, and he picked out of those men which ones was going to stay and fight and which ones was going to go, because it was an order set up. You know what I'm saying? Get Proverbs chapter 8 verse 9.
This is Proverbs 8 and 9. They are all plain to him that understand, and right to them that find knowledge.
Go ahead.
Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. Wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
And the reason why I wanted to bring that out is because that plain to him that understand it is order. You know what I'm saying? Order is plain to a man that has understanding. You know what I'm saying? And then when you it say, for wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. You know what I'm saying? That understanding and knowing how to be in order according to the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Now that scripture, I want to say that scripture is talking about wisdom, but that's what I'm saying. Wisdom is what's going to make you get in order. You know what I'm saying? A man that's not wise is going to be out of order. That's why you see all these dudes that's out of order, because they're not wise men. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the Lord set up an order. Get that in what is that? 1 Corinthians, where it go from the order to say the Most High, Yahweh Shai, and then the men.
11 and 1.
Let me check to make sure. Yeah, it's 11 and 3. Start at 11. Yeah, matter of fact, start at the top.
Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. But be ye followers of me, even as I am. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I would you know that the head of every man is Mashiach.
This is order. This is order right here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the head of the women is the man, and the head of Mashiach is the Most High. Go back to the top of the verse. God, this is verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is the Most High.
Now I'm gonna look up the head. We're gonna look up the head in the blue letter.
Strong's G 2776 Kephale.
Okay, and it says the head both of men and often of animals, since the loss of the head destroys life. This word is used in the phrases relating to capital and extreme punishment. Metaphor: anything supreme, the head, chief, the head, prominent, the head. Go ahead.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoring his head.
You out of order. If you teach him with your head covered, you out of order. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back to this definition. It say of persons, master, lord of a husband in relation to a wife, the head of Hamashiach, the lord of the husband and of the church, the head, the cornerstone. Come on, man, the head. That's a huge word. You know what I'm saying? It says that start from the top of that verse again, and then we can close up after that, unless you got something else.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I don't. You want me to start at verse 4?
No, start at read verse 3.
Okay, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is the Most High.
Now stop right there. That's what I'm saying. That's the order, man. That's the order. The head, I would say, the head of Yahushua is Yahweh. You know, I would say the head of the Israelite man is Yahushua. The head of the Israelite woman is the Israelite man. So in the order, we're gonna read that verse one more time.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is the Most High. That's
what I'm saying. That's order, man. The only way, I would say, the only hope for the planet Earth is for the Israelite man to be in order through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. It's not, I would say, there will be no kingdom without order. You know what I'm saying? And the scriptures prescribe order. That's why we do it. You know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to go say before we close up, my God?
Nah, my brother.
All right. Well, with that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.